Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another Competitive League Challenge Discord server video here on the channel. First things first, link to the server is down in the description below. Come join us, let's have some fun. You can even become our champion now, it's always dope. So this is going to be a battle between the Dragon Gym and the Poison Gym. I believe it was actually Poison Elite 4 at the time. I'm not sure who challenged who, it's not going to matter. I actually think the Poison Gym challenged the Dragon Gym, but I'm very uncertain. Now, on the Dragon Gym side, we have the... one thing just to mention. Yeah, we're just jumping straight into this battle because I don't currently have the time to record with the team previews and with the team rosters and all that. It is the main bulk of these videos usually, so I'm trying to cut those out right now. I'm trying to basically record 6 of these videos in an hour, which isn't realistic, but I'll do my best. Now, like I said, Dragon versus Poison. So on the Dragon side of the field, we have a Dragapult, makes sense, resist Poison, Gallade, super effective on Poison. Then there is the Haxorus, which does get Earthquake, so that's awesome. Makes sense that he brought it. I actually did not expect to bring it at all, but makes perfect sense that he brought it. Dragonite, of course, Dragonite is a monster. Turtonator for presumably the Stealth Rocks and the bulk, and a Goodra for the special bulk. Makes perfect sense. Then on the, on the Poison Gym's side of the field, we have Hydreigon, Muk. So Hydreigon, Scarf Hydreigon puts a huge dent into the Dragon Gym's team. As I recall, this battle has actually already happened on here on the channel. But the in that battle, Scarf Hydreigon did massive work and actually took down the Goodra, while forcing our opponent to make some while forcing the Dragon Gym to make some awkward plays. Now Hydreigon, Muk, Nidoking, which lived on 1 and actually won the game for the Poison Gym the first time around. Scolipede makes perfect sense with Rock Slide, I'm assuming. The Fortress, which puts in so much work, fantastic defensive wall, and the Fairy type in the Galarian Weezing there. So I think both parties are actually relatively self-explanatory, and without further ado, I think let's just get into this. I'm just thinking, is there anything worth mentioning? Only that the Fortress is going to be quite pivotal in this battle, and the Dragon Gym probably can only really take it out with the Turtonator, unless it's a special Dragapult. Dragapult does get access to Flamethrower and Surf and all that good stuff, so special Dragapult could definitely put in some work here. Also the Goodra. But anyways, let's get into this. So, first things first, they lead Goodra and Fortress. Good leads on paper, but Goodra does reveal the Flamethrower, bringing the Hamburger down to Sturdy. Now, personally, I wouldn't have taken that risk as the Poison type, because like I've mentioned, this Fortress has the potential to put in so much work. It's so critical against that Gallade, that Haxorus. Like, literally, Gallade, Haxorus, and Dragonite. None of these guys want to deal with a toxic Fortress. So, like, I think at that point, I would have just... It's never going to go for a Dragon-type move here. So, I would have probably just swapped out to either Hydreigon, or honestly, even just probably Muk. I would have just swapped out to Muk at that point. And taken whatever special hit it wanted to do, not risking the Flamethrower. But the Flamethrower does go Hamburger down to Sturdy, and basically trading the Fortress for Stealth Rocks there. Does go for the Dragon Pulse, so that in case that the Poison Gym does swap to do a little bit of extra damage. Personally, I don't think the Poison Gym would ever risk a swap into Hydreigon at that point. I would have just feigned being locked in by going for another Flamethrower. But anyways, here the Poison Gym just goes out to Muk. But Muk, actually, as I recall, gets burned. Yeah, Flamethrower actually burns Muk. And that is ridiculously huge. Also, Poison Touch does go off, but the Lumberry cures the poison, which is very, very unfortunate. And now Muk is basically useless at this point. The Poison Gym does get the Poison Gym getting hacked in phenomenal fashion. Let me just point out, by the way, how stupid it is. Let me just point out, by the way, how stupid it is that Muk goes for knockoff, right? Muk goes for knockoff after the attack, because I guess Poison Touch happens when the attack happens, but the attack is knockoff. So Poison Touch goes off first before the effect of knockoff. So then Prince gets to consume the Lumberry instead of remaining poison, which is very unfortunate. And the fact that Muk is burnt is just so pitiful. Now, yeah, the Poison Gym getting hacked as always. Ice Punch does basically nothing now, and effectively here they're just trading Muck for the Gudra. I think that's a fair enough trade. Gudra has done what it came here to do. It took down the fortress, and the Dragon Gym still has plenty of other answers to the Galarian Wheezing. It's also like the Gudra was a 2-for-1 here. Oh, never mind. The Gudra reveals rest. Right, sorry, of course. That's why it's Lumberry. Lumberry Gudra because rest. Traditionally, you run Chesto Berry when you're going to run rest so that the berry doesn't get wasted on, for example, a poison, as it was in this match. But whatever, this does allow the Muk to just get a few more hits off, but honestly, at this point, Gudra can just rest up again, let the Muk kill itself, but actually goes for Dragon Pulse for some reason. Not sure why you would ever go for Dragon Pulse there, because you just rest back up and then the Muk gets 2 more hits off on you and you have like over half of your health. Mighty Steed does get a Poison Jab off and the Gooey negating the speed boost, which is relevant because that allows the Dragon Gym to go out into a Haxorus. But honestly, you could always go out to the Haxorus so that the Gooey doesn't matter too much. Thing is, because of Mold Breaker, the Poison Gym doesn't have any good swaps for this Haxorus anymore. Kind of risks going out to the Wheezing, but does get Earthquaked. Wheezing taking way too much damage to the point that it can't actually live another one. Forces it into the Hydreigon, which will be Scarfed, I'm assuming. Yeah, it is. Does take out the Haxorus with a Draco Meteor, but in the process, the Wheezing and the Hydreigon have both taken 50% here. So the effectively the first 2 Mons on the Dragon types side of the field, trading for pretty much 3 of the Poison Gym's team, which is very, very unfortunate. Now here, very interesting swap into Turtonator. Suggests to me that it is Assault Vest Turtonator. Also, I'm guessing doesn't want to go out to, presumably Dragon Pulse rather would be Focus Sash. And of course Dragonite has the multi-scale, so I can understand he wouldn't want to go out into either of those before he can get off the Rapid Spin. It has to be Assault Vest, that's the only reason you go out. And even Assault Vested, I'd be surprised if Draco Meteor actually doesn't kill. But not wanting to take the risk, Flappy Gold does just swap out back to Wheezing, seeing perhaps an opportunity to go for a pain split and recover his Wheezing. Flash Cannon does just take out the Wheezing after the speed boost from Rapid Spin there. Nidoking comes in, takes out Master Spike, suggesting to me once again that Draco Meteor from Hydreigon might have done the trick. But now there are no Stealth Rocks up on the Dragon Gym side of the field anymore, so it's going to be a rough comeback for the Poison Gym. Psychic Fangs does not kill, but the Fantasia here with the Focus Sash can just go for another Dragon's Dart afterwards. Hydreigon does come in, gets the U-turn off, very good play on the Poison Gym's part, allows him to swap cleanly into Scolipede, but then, of course, the Dragon Gym can just send in his Gallade and do his thing, right? Like, Gallade is going to be a monster. Presumably Scolipede is Focus Sash, though, and Hydreigon actually has the potential to kill the Dragonite. So Poison Jab does poison, interestingly. Mighty Steed does reveal there the Focus Sash. Of course, now that leaves... swaps out to Hydreigon, perhaps predicting the Shadow Sneak, but... wait, was it faster? No, Poison Jab goes off first. So, not a Scarfed Gallade. Decides to make a very risky play in swapping out to the, like I said, to the Hydreigon, but again, possibly predicting a Shadow Sneak. However, just U-turns back out, playing this game back and forth, and then Dragonite comes in and then cleans up because E-Speed can just take out the Scolipede, and sadly, I don't believe with the multi-scale up, Draco Meteor is not in fact enough to kill. Activating the weakness policy, which I think is amazing that the Dragon Gym actually brought, knowing that at some point he might have to take a hit from either the Hydreigon or the Wheezing. Very, very, very good game from both parties here. The Dragon Gym had a little better prep. I honestly think that Haxorus, honestly bringing the Haxorus was ridiculously clever because I personally didn't think of this either. Mold Breaker Earthquake does punch through both the Wheezing and the Hydreigon. So that's an excellent play on the Dragon type side, on the Dragon Gym's side, from his perspective. Excellent, excellent indeed. The Poison Gym not bringing Gliscor. Very, very interesting decision that I honestly think cost him the game. Gliscor would have just annihilated his opponent's team here, but fair enough. He decided to try a different avenue. And it nearly worked. If the Stealth Rocks had stayed up one turn, like just long enough for this Dragon Knight to have to come in, he would have in fact won this game. And both parties played excellently. I don't want to try to undermine either one. Very, very good game. Thank you guys, thank you both for allowing me to commentate this battle. And on that note, we're going to leave it there. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I do hope you'll join us for the next one.